Hey guys, today we'll be taking you guys around the best spots in Sydney for some ramen. Let's go. So we're at the first spot, Gumshara in Haymarket. This is in the top 5 for sure for ramen in Sydney. So here we have the crew today. Yeah. The ramen expert.
I have to get used to this one. It's been a while.
Say hello.
So craving some ramen. It's been a while. It's been about 6 months since our trip to Japan and we miss ramen. I'm gonna try all the good spots in Sydney. I'll try to get to all of them today. I'm gonna eat a lot of food, a lot of noodles. So here we have the tonkotsu ramen, just a standard one with 3 pieces of barbecue pork. Gumshara is known for the very thick broth. We've also got some chili, which we're gonna add on top. But we got a bowl each. It's very thick, right?
Oh my gosh, it's like gravy.
The lightning shooting your air, right?
Ooh. It's yummy, but it's very thick.
Huh?
It's really porky and really thick.
If you want, you can lighten the broth with that.
No, I like
Yeah, they do have the tonkotsu broth lightener because it is very thick. At least they've considered that. Let's mix it in. Man, look how thick the top is. It's already settling in. It's got a layer of fat on the top.
It's good with this.
Yeah. The spice.
So good with this.
It's really good.
It is very porky. Noodles, medium to thick noodles. They're quite thick actually. Take the first bite of this. No, I'm not doing that today. The thick noodles work really well in this type of broth. I feel like it's absorbed a lot of the flavor. I would recommend getting the spicy bomb if you come here though. Take a bite of that pork. Yum. So what do you rate it, Carlos?
It's like a 6.5. So, flavor's good, noodles good, but no kick, no real kicker. Like makes it memorable.
What do you make? What do you give it?
6. Yeah. It's too thick for me,
Too much of the same flavor.
and the flavor is like pork the whole way through. So
Alright guys, so the verdict of this place, I would rate it a 7 at most. I feel like they've got it right with the noodles. The noodle texture was perfect for this type of broth. It's just super thick. I do think it's missing like some type of saltiness. It's just really porky and fatty. Not a lot of depth in the flavor, if I'm honest, but it's definitely missing some type of umami flavor, in my opinion. But if you come, you definitely get the spice bomb. It makes the ramen like 10 times better, helps cut through the fat because it is really thick and fatty. Maybe we should have tried putting in some of the lightening thingy, I forgot what it's called, but on to the next spot. Alright guys, we're here now at the second spot at Rio's Noodles, located in Crow's Nest. Really good ratings of this place as well. They're actually closed at the moment. It's like 4:45 and they open at 5. I know they specialize in tonkotsu broth as well as chicken broth. Might get one of each.
Is this chicken?
No, it's pork.
Bruh.
It almost doesn't taste like ramen there. Definitely tastes like a chicken broth. Very nice and clear soup. So there is my mortal enemy in this one. It has the bean sprouts. But that one is quite nice. A lot of miso flavor. It's very rich in flavor. A lot of depth to the broth. A lot of umami flavor. Definitely nicer flavors than the previous spot, Gumshara. Noodles are nice and chewy. The thickness again is good for this type of broth. It coats the noodles very well. I haven't had a bit of how's the pork? Good. Pork's good. Pork's pretty standard. The chashu.
Yeah, standard pork.
Pretty standard chashu. The egg could be a little bit more gooier, but that's okay. That's just preference anyway. But again, something just is missing. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't taste as complex as the broths that we had in Japan. It just felt more complete. But definitely prefer the chicken soup here, even though this place is known for its tonkotsu ramen. So, getting very full of ramen, very full. That place was Ryo's Noodles. I'd probably rate it 7 or 7.5 out of 10. It's a nice like hole in the wall place in Sydney if you want to get like an authentic Japanese experience, because all of the staff's Japanese. The spot looks pretty Japanese itself. But yeah, what would you guys rate it?
It's about the same as the other place in terms of flavor wise. Not the same flavor, but like impact. So I think it to be about somewhere in the 6.5 area as well. Like it's about the same for me. Like out of the two, they're about the same in terms of where it goes to.
Me? 7. A bit better than the other one, I reckon. Easier to eat, for sure.
So coming to the last spot of the day, going to Manpuku. Didn't get a chance to go to a few spots today. Rara Ramen in Redfern, Gogyo in Surrey Hills, but maybe next time in the next video. Let's go eat. In Sydney, this is the highest rated on Zomato. Been here before. They have 2 types of broths, I believe. No, they only have one. It's a chicken soup. Oh no, they also have the tonkotsu broth as well. Last time I think I tried the one of both of them. So, alright, so we all got different types of ramen. I've decided to get the sukemen. I've never had sukemen outside of that place in Tokyo, Japan, the #1 ramen place where they have sukemen with the soba noodles. Carl got a chicken soy-based soup. He's not here. Oh, he's here. He's just came from the toilet. Paul got the signature mix of chicken and pork broth. This is what I had last time. It's super good. I can already smell how good that one is. And Ayan has got. What? I don't even. I think yours is pork, but it looks very, very foamy. What does it taste like? Is it frothy?
It's like a
Wow, look at that broth, guys. Very clear. It's good?
chicken, yeah.
Chicken? It's pork. Give it a taste of the chicken flavored one.
Yeah, we're doing
Sarap, sir?
It's very clear.
Yeah. Wanted something more lighter?
Paul, let's see it.
Good.
Very
Better than all of them.
better than all of them.
Flavor's there, but it's not heavy.
Yeah. So, if you guys are in Sydney, guys, and you want to try some ramen, make sure to come here. I know it's cliche because it's the #1 rated in Sydney and on Zomato as well, but it really does live up to its ratings.
It's not heavy, but it tastes good.
It's good, right? Yeah, I rate it. These guys sharing their broths. It's not like COVID exists right now. And with the taste.
That one, that's good.
Ayan's one's good? I gotta try it.
It's like this one, but creamier.
It's a film of just fat on top of the. That looks really nice. Really
That's
nice.
how you know the broth is really good.
Gonna give that a go.
That's a lot, bro. Look at it.
There's hidden noodles in
So
there.
I'm gonna put a bit of this lemon in the broth as well as on the pork. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm gonna taste the broth first, guys.
That's it.
Oh my god, you know what? You guys are gonna get reminded of the noodles in Japan, the #1 ramen. Not as thick, not as much depth in the flavor, but obviously these noodles are different to the ones in the soba restaurant. By itself, pretty good. This tastes like plain ramen noodles. Let's dip it into the broth, guys. I think I dropped some noodles, that's okay. That's super legit. But this pork is just super fatty, the pork rib. Let's give it a go. This is legit. Very good. So a few differences to the sukemen I had in Japan. The noodles aren't like the soba noodles that we had. They're just more standard ramen noodles. The broth isn't as thick. I think this is like what normal sukemen is supposed to be like. But overall, I would rate this sukemen a 8 to a 9 out of 10. It's super good. The sukemen comes with wavy noodles, so that the broth coats the noodles a bit better, which is a bit different to all the other noodles.
Straight.
Like these ones, they're just straight. So the wavy noodles is good for the sukemen.
Smells good, I can smell it.
Let's give this place a rating out of 10.
For the chicken broth,
Finished, but
the chicken broth, it's like a 8.5 out of 9.
What?
Paul's broth, one spoonful was a 9 already.
Me? Well, my one. 9. 9.
This is a 9.
In like comparison to Japan too?
No, for Sydney standards.
For Sydney.
Sydney standards.
If I'm comparing it to Ichiran would be like, if Ichiran was 10, this would be like 8.5. Yeah.
I agree with that.
this guy killed his noodles already, man.
He hasn't eaten any yet.
Oh, true. I forgot that we've eaten already like 2 bowls of ramen, and this guy hasn't eaten anything. So. Go on ham. Full as hell. Full as hell or what? So guys, that concludes the ramen tour of Sydney today. Went to 3 different spots. Best spot by far is Manpuku in Chatswood. Come here if you come to Sydney. Yeah. See you in the next ramen tour.